Hello there, everybody. The Hat Person here, and what I'm about to do in a moment, well, I already did it, but I'm recording it, making you guys think that I'm actually talking to you guys in the past, but before it happened. But I actually just did an interview with Chris Hall, also known as the TheEuphoricRager on YouTube. And so they have a series on their channel called B&E Spotlight. And so what they do there is that they basically grab YouTube channels and they showcase them. They show them off and they say like their pros and their cons, what they like and what they don't like about the channel. You know, like, okay, this guy has a lot of potential and I think he'll get a lot more subscribers if he does this, or, you know, his content is great. My favorite video is this one. You know, they just kind of talk about YouTube channels and they give the address and everything so people can go check them out. And I think it's a really good thing. I think more people should be doing that now that we have this really weird YouTube system of, you know, the rich getting richer, basically. And I go into more detail later on in the interview, but yeah, both of them, you know, TheEuphoricRager and Bardactor is the name of the other guy. Both of them are really awesome dudes. They're really nice. They contacted me and they've been commenting on my videos, saying really nice things. And, you know, they just kind of asked me for an interview. So I said yes, and we got on Skype, and this is basically the result. There's a little bit at the beginning that gets cut because my recording software was kind of screwing up for some reason. But, yeah, you guys can watch the original recording. You can watch their edit over there on their channel. It is The TheEuphoricRager, or you can go to Bardactor. The video is not uploaded yet as of this date. I think I'll upload this video when that, like, the Spotlight video actually comes out, so there's no confusion there. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy it, and here it is. Really crappy, and for some reason it had, like, a video feature. And so, just because I really had nothing better to do, I just started recording myself and said, like, hey, I'm gonna be making videos now, apparently. And that's kind of how it started. Me and my brother, actually, he's on YouTube as well. He's called Senior Pac-Man. He's an animator. He makes cartoons. And so, he's much more popular than me. I mean, yeah, we started off even before that, actually. Not even with, like, that was, like, me doing live video. But before that, we actually made, music videos with, like, GIF images. Before GIF images was a popular thing. You know, back then, there was no such thing as Tumblr or, you know, just going anywhere to find GIF images. Back then, nobody knew what it was. But me and my brother knew, so I want to have, like, a little hipster, my little hipster moment and say that. Yeah, we did it before it was cool. And so we had, like, copyrighted songs, and we just put GIF images on them, and we just posted them on YouTube. I still have them, actually. You can still find them on, like, my older account before the Hat Person. And, you know, we did that, and then we did the more live stuff, and they were really crappy, but I started improving over time. And they're still there. You can still watch them if you want on an older account.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, I actually started YouTube in 2008 on an older channel, and I started off doing, like, just random videos on, like, short films, and I actually did lots of tutorials because I was I started off programming in a program called Visual Basic, where you could make your own applications and stuff. And I'm still programming now, programming games, but there's some embarrassing videos on that channel.
No, it's fine. It's good, because then you can look back. When you do something really awesome now, you can look back and be like, oh man, I've improved a lot.
Yeah, exactly. All right, what's my next question? I've got them up here. All right, so what's your view? Oh, I should. Yeah. What's your view on sort of popularity on YouTube and what people do to gain popularity, and how you think it affects people's what was it? Blooper reel.
So what do I think about you know, how a lot of people seem to be getting really popular while others aren't, basically?
Yeah, and for the wrong reasons. Like, not for the wrong reasons, but
yeah. This issue has been coming up very recently. I think a news story on Polygon came out about, like, PewDiePie gaining, like, $4 million a year. And a lot of people are saying, like, oh, I don't want to live in this world anymore. How can this happen? And people are crying. Like, it's the worst thing in the world. And I don't understand it, because a lot of people have these preconceptions, or they have, like, this instinct on just hating things that are popular. And I actually
Yeah.
like PewDiePie a lot. I mean, he's an awesome guy.
Yeah.
Even if he made crap content, which he doesn't, he's still like a
Yeah.
really nice guy. He's a really hard worker. A lot of the money that he gains, he gives it to charity for like water pumps in Africa and stuff like that. So you can't really blame
Yeah.
him for being like a bad person or that he doesn't deserve it, because he does deserve it. But he knew how to sell himself, you know? He knew
Yep.
that kind of niche that was very popular on YouTube, and he just exploited that. And not exploit that in like a bad way. For some reason people think exploit
Exactly.
as like a bad word, but it's actually a good word. It just means to take advantage of an opportunity. That means exploit.
Yep.
And so
Yeah.
you know, PewDiePie does his thing, and there's a certain amount of people like that kind of stuff. Apparently 20 million people like that kind of stuff. And you know,
Yeah.
there are other people who, sure, they have higher quality content, or they have a different kind of way of doing things, but maybe not everybody likes that kind of stuff. You know, just you know, 800,000 people like to watch that kind of video, and so they watch that.
Yep.
And then they subscribe to other people that do things completely differently. But I do understand how YouTube and the YouTube system is something that I really don't like, because it's a matter of the rich getting richer. You know, they have
Yep.
YouTube has like their personalities. And we have Jenna Marbles and PewDiePie and Ray William
Yeah.
Johnson. We have like our titans, you know, that come together and they define us
Yep.
in YouTube. And they want to stay with like their little diva pop stars right there, you know, like their darlings, and they hold them up to a
Yeah.
pedestal. And they don't realize like how did those people get there in the first place, you know? It's not like they just existed being popular. They started off being nothing, and then they turned into something, and that's when YouTube exploited
Yeah.
them. So, you know, they really gotta consider that they gotta grab other people that are smaller, and like that they can have more people to show off later on, because those people
Yeah.
are not going to be popular forever, you know? Eventually, some people are going to step out, or they're going to move on to other stuff, or, you know, I don't want to...
Yeah.
and I don't want to be...
Ray William Johnson, for example, he just finished doing Equals 3, and he's looking for a new host. So
Yeah, I remember seeing that. And then, you know, I don't want to be, like, depressing or negative, but some people might just die, you know? Somebody might get in an accident, they might die, or they might just retire. You know, something bad might happen. So their precious people are not going to be there anymore. And so, who are we going to grab? Maybe one of the hundreds and hundreds of people that are up and coming, like the brand new generation of content creators that are coming in, and they're not being recognized because they want to keep showing off the people that don't need any more publicity.
Yep. That's a thing. I was actually a few months ago. I was heavy Call of Duty player. I don't play it anymore because I've gone through too many controllers, broken walls. But there was a guy, you know, one of those typical Call of Duty channels. They're all the same, to be honest. But he had 500k, and he got in an accident. He was driving across a railway and he got killed. So everyone's like, quick, his goal was 1 million subscribers. Let's all subscribe. Let's get him what he wanted. And
why would you
I
subscribe
know, that's
if
really
he's
bizarre.
already dead?
Exactly. It's sort of bizarre. You think these people are immortal, but they're just humans, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, they're going to die. They're going to...
I mean, technically they're immortal because they already left like their mark right there online.
Yeah.
But, you know, still, you're not going to see anything new out of them anymore. And if they just made like 360 no-scope videos, then you're not really watching him, you know? You're watching like a recording of a guy doing something awesome. That's why I kind of like to do more live stuff. And yeah, you know, I understand. Yeah, definitely.
Definitely. Alright. Got a message from my buddy. Alright. Alright. So, what are some of your goals for towards the end of the year? How would you like to see your channel by 2015? Like subscriber-wise or
Oh boy.
whatever.
By 2015, I think more organization, basically. I just want to better myself. I mean, I kind of go both ways, because I always say that when I make videos, I'm like, you know, I'm just doing them for myself. I have a lot of fun with it, and I just do it, you know, because it gives me, you know, pleasure, and that's basically all I do in my life. Whenever people ask me, what are you up to today? Just watch my channel, because that's literally all that I do. You know, I go to college, and then I study there, and I come back and I just record videos, or I do music. I'm a musician, so you know. But
Yeah.
I have another channel. I have a separate channel that's just my music channel. I just, when I practice and stuff, I just record my stuff there. It's very casual, really nothing special, but I do like to record music
Yeah.
and put it out there. And so, you know, again, people are on YouTube because people want them, you know, they want the attention, you know? I'm not gonna make a video and be like, oh no, I don't want anybody to watch this, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
You upload them because you want people to see you, you know? It's very natural, and it's not a bad thing to want attention. But I think I see myself just kind of improving, just steadily improving. I mean, doing these things like you guys doing like a spotlight on my channel and then like sharing the videos to other people and then just kind of spreading the word, it might help me a lot to increase. I'm envisioning myself with maybe 500 or perhaps maybe 1,000. I mean, the internet is kind of like the ancient gods, you know, of Mayan times. You know, they work in mysterious ways and you never know what they're going to do. So, you know, one day I'm going to have 300. Maybe by the end of this year, I'll have 1,000 or 2,000. I mean, my brother also started out with like nothing. And then he started making cartoons. And he has like 49,000 right now. And he's partnered with a network.
Wow.
So, yeah, maybe.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I mean, I'm just going to keep doing what I do. And if opportunities come, I will take them. Basically, I mean, I'm really
awesome.
I'm really just shooting from the hip right here. I don't really have like a plan, like a big plan. The only plan that I have is that I'm gonna go to college and then I'm gonna go to university, get a nice job, and while I do all of that, I'm gonna slowly keep increasing my YouTube empire so that I can someday I can just leave that stuff and I can just dedicate 100% of my time to YouTube, because this is what I really, really love. This is what I can say with confidence that I could do good on this.
Awesome. Good response.
No.
Cool.
Good response. I feel special now.
Yeah. Okay. I just got one more question. It's not that great.
Oh no, all of your questions have been really good questions. Yeah.
Thanks. Well, why the hat person? I know you wear hats in most of your vlogs and stuff, but what sort of began you wearing hats, and why did you call your channel The Hat Person? How did that all start?
I love it when people ask me that, because you know, I'm gonna give you like my little history of my different names. So my older channel, this is gonna sound really stupid because, you know, this really is gonna make me look like, you know, the 12-year-old typical idiot kid that wants to make YouTube videos, because that's what I was before, you know, because I was bored. My username, you can actually look it up on YouTube, it still exists. It's GuitarMaster195. Such a ridiculous, like the most ridiculous, more I'm awesome, GuitarMaster195. And I wasn't even...
Mine was worse.
Yeah. And it wasn't even that good of a name because I wasn't even that good at guitar. I'm still not good now, but at least a little better than before. And so I just kind of said, like, what name can I give myself? Guitar Master, I guess, because I'm a guitar master. And then I needed numbers because everybody had numbers at the end of their names, right? So I just kind of... So I wanted something... I wanted something really easy to remember. So I said, okay, so let's see, 1, you know, like from 1 to 9. Okay, the first one, the last one, and the one in the middle. So 195. There we go. That's easy to remember. And so I had that, and I made like my stupid little vlogs. I think I reviewed like Iron Man at one point. And then I made my favorite video, and like the one that me and my brother always watch, is one called Cloverfield 2, which is like a parody.
Oh, okay.
And because the movie was just like kind of this camera movements and all that kind of stuff, like, oh, there's a monster and all that kind of stuff. Well,
I remember. I hated that movie.
Yeah, I thought it was alright, you know, it was neither here nor there. So we made a parody, kind of taking the piss out of it, called Cloverfield 2, where it was just my brother trying to be the monster. Like, he didn't even have a costume, it was just like our school uniforms. And I was like, I was there being like, oh, it's a monster. And so my brother was just like shaking the camera, like, oh, like that. That was, because that was basically the movie, right? And so we had that, and then we started to actually take it a little bit more seriously. You know, we were watching stuff like The Angry Video Game Nerd. We were watching like The Nostalgia Critic and all that kind of stuff. And us, being the 13-year-olds that we were like, hey, we really like this. You know, I want to do something like that. And so I wanted to create like my own channel, like a brand new channel where I just did like cool stuff. And so before I did that, I actually, I had graduated from like 8th grade. And so we went on this trip, me and like the entirety of my generation. of my school, we went to like the entire like east coast of the United States. We went to like New York City, we went to Philadelphia, Maryland, all of those places, and it was awesome. You know, for the first time, me going by myself, you know, on a trip.
Yeah.
You know, all I had was obviously like all of my classmates, right? But I didn't have any friends, so they didn't count.
Yeah.
I just had $300 and myself to just go and explore, and someone else's mom that for some reason liked me a lot. And so, when I was in New York City, I was at Chinatown. And so when I was walking around Chinatown, I saw a hat shop. And I was seeing like a whole bunch of different hats. And I saw like the one, like the black hat that I saw. And I liked it a lot. You know, I tried it on. I wore it. And I thought that it looked really good on me. And I think at that time I was also listening to Scatman John. And so I liked him too.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, the guy was like, beep, bop, 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 bop. Yeah. I used to like his music a lot. I don't anymore. I listen to it now and I just cringe. But you know, before I was naive. I was naive. I wasn't as smart.
Yeah.
And so I used to like him a lot, and he wore a hat too. So I'm like, oh, you know, I can be like Scatman John, and you know, I look good in it either way. So I just grabbed it and I wore it. And so then the lady, you know, like the Chinese ladies that come in and they sell you stuff constantly. They badger you on to, buy this, buy this. And so she comes in, right? And I don't want to sound like racist or stereotyping, but this is exactly how she sounded like. She was like, oh, you like a hat? You want hat? Okay, $10 for hat. And then I'm like, what? And so she was charging me $10 for the hat. But then she was not looking at like the ticket, at like the price tag. The price tag was actually facing my way. And so it said $15 on it. And so the hat was actually $15, but she thought it was $10. And so I was trying, I don't know why I did this, but I was trying to barter with her. I was trying to lower down the price. And then while we were discussing that, I was there kind of scratching off the price tag, like, so like $8? Yeah, $8. And so she's like, no, $10 only. And I'm like, no. I want hat. I don't know why, but I was imitating her for no reason, and she didn't even notice. Like, no, I want $8 for hat. Like, no, $10. 8 or no hat. And she just looks at me for like a full 3 seconds, and she's like, okay, $8. So I pay the lady, and there I go with my hat, like, yeah. So it's a hat that was worth $15 that she thought worth 10, and I brought it down to 8. So wow. I did Steam sales before it was cool. And so after that, I wore the hat, and I would wear it all the time. Like, all the time I would have this hat on. And, you know, everybody would just know me by that, because nobody wore a hat before. Not like now, that is now like a fashion statement, and everybody calls you a hipster if you wear it. So, I did it first, okay? I'm realizing that I did a lot of stuff before a lot of people did. I found gifts first, and then I found the fedora hat first. I made it awesome. So, don't even get on my case. So, I'm wearing the hat. Everybody recognizes me because of the hat. And I said, well, you know, I'm going to make this brand new YouTube channel. How am I going to do the name? So, I didn't want it to be like Guitar Master again, you know? So, I said, And so at the time, I was watching that guy with the glasses, you know, the Nostalgia Critic, and his name was that, you know, just that guy with the glasses. And I'm like, well, maybe I can do something similar to that. So I'm like, the hat guy, or that kid with the hat. No, that sounds stupid. How about something easy, quick to remember? Maybe like I can use the initials to make it something that is memorable. So I'm like, the hat person, you know, THP, the hat person. That you know, it sounds easy to remember. It's nice. It has a nice punch. So I'm like, okay, we're going to do that. So the hat person. And from there on, I just kept on wearing the hat. And, you know, right now I don't wear it as much as before, because now I kind of, at this point in the channel, I kind of consider me and the hat person as like two different kinds of characters. So whenever I'm recording, I do wear it in kind of like my way to get in the zone, you know. The hat person is kind of like a more adventurous, more arrogant, and more wild version of myself. And then I'm kind of like here, just me being me. Because in real life, I'm not like super wild like I am in the videos. I'm more calm and collected. I like to read.
Same with me. I go crazy in my videos, and really I'm just normal. Well, I'm not normal. I wouldn't call myself normal.
Yeah, I mean,
Far from it, but yeah.
yeah, for the most part, I mean, most YouTubers kind of have like a character or like a persona that they portray in their videos, and they really aren't
Yeah.
like that in real life, or at least not to the same extent. So that's why I kind of like to
Yep.
not wear my hat in real life anymore, and just kind of use it for my videos
Yeah.
to kind of distinguish the different personalities.
Yeah. 'Cause that's what happens when people go to VidCon and stuff. You know, they're so used to these characters, they go up to them and they're not like what they are in the videos, and they think they're snobby, and, you know,
Yeah.
people...
That's
get
happening right
disappointed,
now,
but yeah.
actually. VidCon is happening like right now as we speak, right?
It is.
Yeah. All of the
Okay.
a lot of teenage girls looking at all the heartthrobs of YouTube, all the handsome guys.
That's right.
Yeah.
That is right. Well, that's all the questions.
Really?
That is it.
Cool.
That's all I could think of on short notice, because I saw you uploaded a video. I'm like, oh, I'll get in contact, see if he wants to
Yeah,
interview.
and you got lucky
First
too.
time with...
Yeah, you got lucky too,
Yeah?
because I never upload any videos individually. I record like 10, 12 different videos, and I just schedule all of them to come out at certain days. So,
Oh, well, okay.
yeah, and so I woke up, like, the reason for why I look as scraggly as I do right now with, like, my hair and stuff is because I just woke
Yeah.
up, like, an hour ago, and when I woke up, I always check my YouTube to look at comments and stuff, and I saw your comment, and I'm like, oh, an interview right now? Cool. And it said, like, this comment was sent, like, 5 minutes ago, and I'm like, oh, I gotta respond right now. So, yeah.
Yeah.
The
Awesome.
both of us got really lucky.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's about it, man. Oh, by the way, you have to do episode 2 for Unearthed.
Oh, God, that stupid game. Well, it depends. If the game comes out, sure. I mean, I'll do it. I mean, I already subjected myself to an hour of that. Maybe I mean, I'm already gonna do like a big scripted review for episode 1. So I think episode 2 might be like a good follow-up.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah, and I also saw your request for like a Sly Cooper Let's Play. Yeah. I actually have a copy of like the original, like on PlayStation 2. I have a copy of Sly Cooper 1. So maybe I'll play that. I never beat it. I mean, I bought it like on GameStop for like $2, and then I played the first few levels, and I never beat it. So I think it might be a good opportunity to actually play it on the show and actually force myself to beat it.
Yeah, that'd be good, because we used to get, I don't know if you have this in the States, but we got demoed CDs where they have about 10 games with just demos on PlayStation 2.
Yeah, actually.
And Sly Cooper was one of them, and I just loved it, and I never got to play the full game. So, yeah, I'd love to see a playthrough or something of that.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
I remember, they were called Jam Pack CDs or something. I remember that my mother... When I was a little kid, when I would get good grades in school, my mother promised me that she would buy me a game. But then she bought me like these ones that had like the Ratchet and Clank demo, Wild Arms 3 demo, and had like trailers and like cheat codes and all that kind of stuff. And she would keep buying me these, and I'm like, oh, awesome, because that was like, you know, you didn't have the internet at that time, or at least not to the same extent as now. So I didn't watch like Polygon or The Escapist. I didn't watch any news, you know? My way to get with the times basically was playing these CDs that had like 10 different games on them, yeah.
Yeah. They were great. Remember that one game, War of the Monsters or something? You kill these giant monsters in this city.
Yeah, that one was awesome.
Do you remember that?
Yeah,
that was great.
I never played that game. I saw the trailer for it, and I wanted to buy it, but I always confused it with like that Godzilla game, like Godzilla Destroy All Monsters. Yeah, I thought it was that one, but it was apparently another one. I never found it, but I've always looked up videos on it to kind of see how it looks like.
Yeah, that was a great game. Well, anyway, man, I better get on to recording the actual review now.
Yeah, you already have 30 minutes worth of like the interview. You can cut it down. You can edit it. You can you can edit all the silence.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for your time, man. I'll keep watching your videos. Keep going, man. You're awesome.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Really like your stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's it. Have a good day. It's about, what is it, 9 a.m. or 10 there?
It is 10 a.m. right now. Yeah, and I'm gonna have like visitors very soon. So I'm gonna be like how do you call it, like a maid, you know, cleaning everything,
Yeah.
washing up the
Yeah.
like the bathroom and stuff. So yeah, get all the alligators out of the house, get all of the women in bikinis that I invite every single time in the weekend, like, oh, okay, ladies, we gotta leave, and like, oh, and then they leave.
And let's get the immigrants.
Yeah. Anyway, I hope
Alright,
you do
well-
well. I hope you do well. Thank you very much for the opportunity. I really appreciate this a lot. Maybe someday when I have like 1 million subscribers, I'm gonna be like, they were the first guys who believed in me. So screw all of you guys.
Yeah. All right, man.
Yeah, all right
Well, I
then.
look forward to that day. Right.
Take care. See ya.
Thanks. I'll see you later.
Well, that was a nice chap. I like that. That was a nice. He was a nice lad. Anyway, that was the interview. I know that a little bit of it got cut in the beginning, but hey, you guys can go watch their video for like maybe the full interview or like maybe like a nicer cut. And yeah, go watch their spotlight video where they're promoting me. I don't know if you guys are subscribed to me. I'm assuming you're interested in me, so you guys will probably watch that other video. Yeah, I like these guys. They got their heads on straight, even though they have very little subscribers as well. It's kind of nice to have them spread the word and stuff. I appreciate that a lot. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like and of course subscribe for everything about me and all that kind of stuff, because I'm a narcissistic bastard. Anyway, I'm the Hat Person, and I'll see you later. Bye.